Hello, this is Colleen with Designs of Value Art, and today I'm going to show you how I choose colors. Now this is a yellow-orange Gladiola that I'll be painting next, and I need to pick some of the yellows and some of the oranges. So let's go ahead and get this started so you can see how I decide what colors to use. Now I know I'm going to be using a lot of yellow. So I've refreshed all my yellows: lemon yellow, Sendler yellow deep, and then I have the gold ochre and burnt sienna, which we may get into, we may not. It'll just depend. And of course we're going to need some of the reds and oranges, and we'll mix some of our own oranges here and make a kind of a peachy color for this. This is so lovely. And I'm going to do this, and I'll have it in my website and on eBay under Designs of Value Art, so that you can buy it and watch it if you want to. It's also on my Patreon channel, so I'll put it there when I get it completed. But I think you're going to really love this design. So I'm just going to start out. I'm using my mixing brush that I use. It's a Billy Shoal. Absolutely love her brushes. I use all of her brushes. I love this mixing brush because I'm not damaging. I'm just putting out 4 piles of water here, and it's just straight water. I'm not damaging my good brushes when I use this mixing brush. It's made to mix. It's a little stiffer. It's a nice flat. She calls it a mixer brush, and that's exactly what we use it for. So I've got some of my watercolor paint paper here. I just laid this paint out so it's really thick and creamy, which is nice. So there's my lemon. Now I'm going to just put that on here because I want to see some of this area in here, but I think I'm going to add just a touch of the Sendler yellow because I don't want it to be quite so citrusy. So let's try that. Much better. It's a much better value, and that's what we're looking for, is to match the values. So that'll be probably our lightest value. So let's go down from there. I'm going to just add what I've got on my brush into that extra pile of water that I have there. We've got these 2 colors in there. Now I'm going to add just a touch of the Sendler yellow deep. There we go. It's exactly what I'm looking for, and I'm hoping, I'm going to move my camera so you can see me. You can see this as I mix it. I just 1 and 2, so these 2 values created this pile. Now I'm adding in this value to darken it. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, those are the 2 values that I want. And then as we take it over to our resource material here, our picture, that's going to be exactly what we need in those darker areas. Now there's 1 more value of yellows that I want to create. Bring some of that pile down here, and I'm actually going to go right into burnt sienna and jump over the gold ochre. So I think we need just a little bit of a deeper value here. There we go. Absolutely perfect. So this color is created with lemon yellow, Sendler yellow deep, which is this mixture here, and then the burnt sienna, and just a touch of burnt sienna. But this is going to create our, get some of that darker value in there, 3 values that we're looking for. And I'm going to add just a touch more of the burnt sienna. As I look at it on the paper, I do want it to be just a step darker. And that's what you want to do, is you want to see where your values are. Is it going to be dark enough? Is it going to be light enough? That is better. Just a touch more of the burnt sienna and mix it up really good so that you've got that color in there. All right, so those are our yellows. Now, let's go in and create the oranges. I'm going to clean my mixing brush so it's nice and clean. I do that after each use just because, unless I'm doing what I did here, which was adding and building color, then I know it's ready to use the next time I want to use it. Okay, so we've got, just going to move this down here so I can point to my colors. You can see what I'm talking about. There we go. We got Permanent Alizarin Crimson Deep. That's the darkest value red I have on my palette. And then I go to Quin Red, Opera Rose, Rose Madder Lake, Crimson Lake, and Alizarin Crimson. Now I'm going to start with the Rose Madder Lake. It's more of an orangey red to begin with, and since that's the direction we're going, yep, that's a better red to start with for sure. We're going to do that. And then what do we want to do? We've been studying our values in color theory. What will create an orangey value is going to be our lemon. So I'm going to just pick up a side load of the lemon, mix that in to the Rose Madder Lake. We're going to put that on here and see. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. This is an analogous color scheme, by the way. 3 to 5 colors side by side on the color wheel. So that's considered an analogous color. Now I am going to create, I didn't leave myself much space here, but I should be all right, a darker value of this. I'm going to just bring that down. And I'm just looking at, I'm going to try the Quin Red, just the corner, and see if that, no, it's going to lighten it actually, so that we don't want, but that's okay, it can stay in there. Let's go to the Alizarin Deep once and see. And I'm going to pull in some of those other colors because we want it all to blend together. If you're an oil painter, this is just like building your value scale. Medium, medium light, light, and then medium dark and dark. So you've got your scale of values that you're going to use. Let's try that and see if that's dark enough. It's darker, but it needs to be darker yet. So I'm adding in a little bit more of that Alizarin Crimson Deep. That's better. Can you see the darker value in there? And that's what we're going to need on some of those details. Then I'm going to go just Alizarin. I'm going to clean my brush. Just do the Alizarin Crimson Deep all by itself. I'm going to have to put some more of this paint down. I can see it. All right, so there's just the Alizarin Crimson. We'll see if this is going to be dark enough for what I'm thinking. Oh, we're going to actually want to add something to darken that a little bit further. And what we want to add is an ultramarine blue. Going to kind of turn it a little bit purpley, but it's going to give us the value that we need and want. There we go. See the value change there? So we've got our light, medium, and dark yellow. We've got our light, medium, and dark orange. So those would be the colors that we'll use. All right, so that's how I choose my colors for a design. And then I go from there. So I hope that helped you in how I get this set up for my new design that I'm going to be painting. Hope to see you soon at Patreon or at my eBay website. It would be ebay.com/store/designs of value art. See you soon.